Come into a comfortable cross-legged position. And you can either close your eyes or just take a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. And start to slow down your breath. Maybe let your attention drop all the way down to the base of your pose. Just feel what's touching your props or the floor. From that grounded base, lengthen all the way up through the top of your head. Without losing any of that height, just take a scan through your body and see if there's anything to let go of. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus. And feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout your practice. Let's start with a gentle twist. Bring your left hand across to your right knee, your right hand to the floor behind you. As you inhale, sit a little taller. As you exhale, rotate, looking back over your shoulder. Keep twisting in this direction, but then turn your head the other way, looking over the opposite shoulder, like you're wringing out your spine. And then release and switch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. And breath by breath, is there a little bit more height? A little bit more rotation? Keep going in this direction, but turn your head the other way, looking over the opposite shoulder. And then release back around to the front. Let's interlace fingers in front and put some pressure between your arms like you're going to pull them apart, spreading the upper back, spreading between the shoulder blades. And then release and interlace fingers behind your back, maybe the other thumb on top, open up the chest. And then if you like, you can fold forward, and that may be just dropping your head or could be coming part way or all the way to the floor. Let's release, come up. Hands to knees, round back, lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top, sitting tall. Drop your right ear over to right shoulder and we'll press down through the left shoulder, maybe even reach down through the left fingers. Stretching left side of the neck. Rotate your chin to your chest. Come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now a little bit more through the right side, stretching right side of the neck. Rotate chin to chest. Come back to the first side and then go back and forth a few times, little half circles or 3/4 circles, watching the sensation move from one side over to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head and let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. Release your arms, head floats back up. Bring hands to the floor behind us, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back, your elbows back, and then lift the chest. Take the chest as high as you can, sternum rising high. And then release, come up, hands to knees, round back, lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up, still holding the knees, pull the heart through. Come to an upper back arch, keeping the back of the neck long so the back of the neck follows the arc of the rest of the spine. Then round back and bring your feet to the floor, and we'll bring hands behind the legs, putting a little pressure up on the backs of the legs to round even more, sinking back through the belly, back through the chest. And then roll up from the base of the spine to arch back, but also lean back. So now abdominals are really working to support you. We'll go back and forth between these two positions. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Now, exhale back, release the arms and come down a little lower. Inhale, same arch, but arms come by the ears. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Up. And back. Let's hold this last one. Come up, holding here, lifting up away from the sit bones. Lean back, lift the chest. Shoulders are dropping. Nice long neck. And then round back, holding here. You can choose how low you go, working where it's needed, softening, letting go what's not needed. And then release. Let's come all the way forward into a high push-up position. We'll set the hands shoulder width apart near the front of the mat. Step the feet back. Bringing your whole body into a straight, long line, feeling the top of the head and the heels connect. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. And then come into your back bend. This could be low or high, cobra or up dog. We'll take an extra couple breaths here in this first one, kind of feeling it out. How is this now? And then back to down dog when you're ready. Take your time opening up into this first down dog of class. You may want to pedal out your feet a little bit or shift your hips side to side. Waking up the backs of the legs. And then let's drop the knees and come back to child's pose. Just practicing that as a good option, remembering that you have the option of resting anytime, whether you rest in this shape or a different one. with arms out in front of you. Walk your hands over to the left, and then let's pull back through the right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through the left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Lift up through table. Come back through down dog. And then walk your hands and feet towards one another, and let's hang in ragdoll. So you may want to bend your knees a little or a lot. You could always use some support through your arms here, or just let them hang. Do try and let the weight of your head fall. Might even shake it out. Make sure you're not holding your head up. And then bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing, one vertebrae at a time, stacking up. Let's step up to the front of the mat and come into mountain pose. Feet can be together or apart. We'll bring hands together at the heart, engaging abdominals to support your back. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next, inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, part way up. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Please take the time you need for your transitions, and then each time we rest, choose the rest that feels right for you. Down dog, child's pose, sitting, something else. One more deep breath in and out. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Take your time, feel what you are doing. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a couple times, pulling the hips up and away as you do. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. All right, towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Settle in, sink low. Each inhale, more space and length. Each exhale, more grounding, more ease. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go. Like ragdoll, let your head hang, let your neck release. Stretch that left leg straighter, longer, higher. One more breath here. Step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel. Inhale, arms up. Settle in, sink low. One more breath. Release. Hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. You might take a vinyasa, but you could just step back or move in some other way. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Big circles both directions. Take your leg a little higher, and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Arms up. Settle in. Feeling right where you are right now. Can keep using what you feel to fine-tune. Last breath here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. Do this with hips square. More ease. Can you release your face, your neck, your shoulders? One more breath here. Step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel. Inhale, arms up. Settle in. One more breath. Release. Make your way back to down dog. However you want to get there. And then settle into a good rest. If it's useful, close your eyes. Slowing down. One more deep breath in and out. Just come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Exhale over to a side bend. The left arm can provide some support, like a yawn, reaching long past the fingers, past the top of the head. Reach a little further out to come up and release down. Same thing other side. Reach a little further out to come up and release down. Let's interlace fingers, press out through the palms, take your arms up by your ears, shoulders drop but arms reach straight, and then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. Can you relax your face even more? Start to fold forward, staying in balance on the toes. You can bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet. Might be the upper legs, could be lower. Try not to overstretch. Let's release. Drop the hands, drop the heels, drop your head. Let that go. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Engage your abdominals. Feel the strength of the core supporting your back. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, shift forward and find your balance. Square off your hips. Head to left foot, reaching away from one another. Last breath here. Step back, warrior 1, just one breath. Release through a vinyasa or your movement transition. Same thing other side. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge, arms up. Warrior 3. Can modify or adjust however you need to. All of this starts with feeling what you are doing. Last breath here. Step back, warrior 1, one breath. Release through your movement transition. And then settle into your rest, letting go of all of that, letting go of everything we've just done. Last deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra, and back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath, come in. And then step right back to warrior 1. From here, open out, warrior 2, and then take your time adjusting, feeling into this shape as if it were brand new. What are you noticing here now? Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior 2. Let's straighten the front leg for triangle. Reach out to come down. One more breath here. Release. Hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog, feeling what you are doing. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge, arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Step back, warrior 1. Open out, warrior two. Reaching long, fingertip to fingertip, head to tail, long spine. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle pose. One more breath. Release. Make your way back to down dog. Five deep breaths. Just feeling this, just doing this. This is enough. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. From here, let's come into a twist. Left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. If you can't get your elbow, you might use your forearm. Opening up through the top shoulder, lengthening your spine as you twist. Last breath here. Come back to center, hips low, arms high. Same thing other side, right elbow across. Work the palms towards the center of the chest. Last breath. Back to center, hips low, arms high. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the heart. And then fold forward. You're welcome to separate your feet hip width apart or wider. If this is too tight for your shoulders, you could also separate your hands by holding something between them. You may want to have a little bend in the knees and elbows so you're not locking. And then release the arms all the way down. Let that go. Let's lower the hips. Come into a squat, Malasana. You could widen your stance or turn out the toes if that would work better for you. You're welcome to grab props, sitting on something or sliding something under the heels. We're going to open up the knees using the elbows and roll your shoulders back and down so the chest is nice and open. From here, we'll work our root lock, Mula Bandha. Same as a Kegel exercise. As you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release that. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. And then engage and keep holding, keep breathing, drawing in strongly through the bottom and connecting that to the top, feeling the full length and space that you take up. And then release. Let's come back to a forward fold, feet back to parallel. Any arm position here, you might grab your big toes. You could take a handful of your hair. Could give your own neck and shoulders a little squeeze. If you would like to get a crow pose in, take a little step back from the front of your mat so you have some space for your hands. If you don't want to do crow today, you could come back to your squat or stay in your forward fold. And if you're trying crow, just be where you are in the process. You don't need to get any further than you get. Hands shoulder width apart, knees to the upper arms. Shift your weight forward, more weight in the hands, less weight in the feet. If your feet are weightless, you might lift them up. If they're not weightless, see if you can be where you are. Maybe even shift more weight forward. Wherever you are, can you relax your face? Can your breath be deep here? If you were in your hands, come back to your feet. Let's try stand hand as a little wrist release. If you're able, slide your hands under your feet. If that does not work for you, don't do it, of course. In a moment, we'll make our way back to down dog. If you want to get another crow pose in, you could, and possibly work on hopping out of crow. If you'd rather just step back, you could, or take a regular vinyasa to get back, just feeling whatever you are doing. Eventually, finding your way back to down dog. From down dog, when you're ready, right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Let's come into a twist here, left elbow across. And there are lots of variations of this. If there's a different one you would rather, you're welcome. Could drop the back knee for a low lunge. You could take a different arm position. One more breath here. Release, hands to the floor, step up, half moon. Ardha Chandrasana, roll open through the left hip. When you're ready, take the left arm high. Going towards straight, long lines. Going towards balance, but making space for what's actually here. Wobbling is okay, falling is okay. One more breath. Let's release. Make your way back to down dog. Feeling whatever you are choosing to do. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Come into a twist, right elbow across. Work the palms towards the center of the chest, opening through the top shoulder. One more breath here. Release, hands to the floor, step up. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Expanding past the ends. One more breath. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And then settle into a good rest. Letting go. Finding ease. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and into a pigeon pose, right side. Slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg. Help the hips get as low as they'll go. See if some support might be useful, a little something under the hip or chest or forehead. Keep scanning through your body, looking for unnecessary effort that you might let go of. Shoulders dropping, jaw relaxed. Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. If you have something under your right hip, you can slide it out of your way so that you can lean to the right. Swing the back leg around to the front. From here, you can lean over onto the left hip and then send the right leg back. And then if that didn't get you into a pigeon pose on the other side, find your way there. You may want to adjust the angle of your leg or set up your props. Eventually settling towards the floor, stripping away what's not needed. Last deep breath here. Let's bring the upper body back up. If you have something under your hip, slide it out of your way so you can lean to the left. This time bring your right foot to the outside of the left knee, getting set up for a seated spinal twist. You're welcome to do this with the bottom leg straight if that would work better for your body. Left leg straight or bent. Right hand to the floor behind you. Left arm will either hug or hook to the outside of the knee. Each inhale, sit a little taller. Each exhale, rotate a little bit more, looking back over your shoulder. Feel both sit bones grounding. Lengthen up away from that. One more breath here. Release. Unwind and switch. Other leg on top. Bottom leg can be straight or bent. Left hand to the floor behind you. Right arm hugs or hooks. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate. One more breath here. Let's release, unwind. Take a little windshield wiper side to side. Let the knees flop one way and then the other. Let's roll back onto our backs. Bring your knees in and take a little circle or rock with your knees here, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. Let's drop the feet to the floor and get set up for bridge. Feet hip width apart, parallel. Make sure your feet are right under your knees. And then press your feet down to lift your hips up. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back, shrug your shoulders underneath you, spreading the upper back and lower back away from one another. When the pose feels complete, take your arms out of your way, roll down, and rest. A couple moments with back flat. So we can take some more back bends. You can choose how many, which ones, and how long you stay in each one. So rest here until you feel like coming up again. If you feel like coming up again, you can do bridge, what we just did, or half wheel, full wheel, supported bridge, any back bend you know or want to try. Just listening to your body. Stay as long or short as you like, and when it's complete, come down and rest. Whether you're back bending, transitioning, or resting, feeling what you are doing. Each rest until you feel like coming up again. If that feeling doesn't come, you can just enjoy the rest, or when you're done, move on to a counter stretch. So if you are still back bending, keep going. If you're ready for your counter stretch, anything that helps you release your back. So I'll suggest happy baby, but you might also do a forward fold or something else. For happy baby, grab the soles of the feet on the inside, press your knees towards the floor. And this can be done in stillness or with a little rocking. You can straighten your legs one at a time or together. We are moving towards the end of class. There's still plenty of time. So how would you like to wrap things up? Do you want to finish with an inversion? Do you want to take a restorative pose? Is there some part of your body that could use a little attention? If you're not sure what to do, a spinal twist is a good way to close. More important than what you're choosing is that you are feeling what you're doing. Each time you finish something, you can again ask, what's needed now? When nothing else is needed, you can start getting comfortable and set up for your final resting pose. You may want to put on some extra layers or grab props for that. There could be some part of your body that needs a little help letting go. Some self-massage could help. eventually settling into stillness. You can let go of the control of your breath. Let go of trying to be present. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles. Eventually stretching out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.